chit chat and Alhamdulillah, a first of its kind vlog, inshallah. And we'll try to do this on a weekly basis here with us in the One Nation TV studio.
Yep.
And I'm joined by Aadam for Sight for Life.
Yes, that's correct, brother. Assalamu alaikum to all you guys here.
Alhamdulillah, Sight for Life. And we've got Aamir from upstairs.
From upstairs.
From the studio, mashallah.
I just chill upstairs.
Alhamdulillah. So today was just a chance. We were talking about stuff earlier on, and we thought it was quite interesting stuff. Mashallah, I actually caught one of your vlogs as you were walking up the street. Or you're going to a meeting earlier on today?
Yesterday. We had a meeting yesterday.
Okay.
Regarding some of the media work that's going to come out.
Alhamdulillah. And that's for Sight for Life.
That's correct.
What's yourself? You've been spearheading Sight for Life.
That's correct.
What's it all about?
So since 2018, we've been fundraising in Bangladesh to cater for those who are very poor, to remove their cataracts. Because they're very poor, the money they get, they don't cater for their health. And this project itself is very personal to myself. I have been partially sighted and vision impaired throughout most of my childhood. And then Alhamdulillah, the project became a success. So in 2020 we launched in Malawi. So we have in 2 countries where it's helped many families and people to get their lives back on track.
Fantastic, Alhamdulillah. And you've seen the work get put into place, mashallah, and you've seen the feedback coming back from Malawi and Bangladesh. And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel very happy, because One Nation, they thrive. They tell all the donors that come in that the number one priority in One Nation gives is feedback, and for them to put that into action is just phenomenal, because saying it and doing it is 2 different things, and they've put it into action, and I've literally seen the feedback come out from Bangladesh and Malawi.
And the impact it's had on all those lives is actually amazing, isn't it?
Yes, when the team went out in Malawi, they helped a 90-odd, I think she was 90-year-old woman. Her sister couldn't see for more than 20-odd years. And simple things like her grandchildren, she didn't know which one was which. She couldn't read her Bible. We as Muslims, we strive to read the Quran, and like if we are put into that position, it's going to be very difficult for us. So she was one of the beneficiaries in the case studies that we worked on, Alhamdulillah. Through someone's generosity and someone's donations, she got to see again.
SubhanAllah, well, absolutely amazing. And I mean, you yourself, you went across with Aadam to Zambia, mashallah, which isn't far from Malawi. Shares a border, doesn't it? My geography is absolutely
I don't know. They're quite close though.
You went there?
You can't drive from Zambia to Malawi. It's a couple of hours. And coupled by a lot more hours.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And what was the experience like when you were out there? When you say a couple of hours driving, I heard that you were in a car for like 12 hours
yes,
at a time.
So we landed in Lusaka, and where all our projects are is in Pulungu.
Okay.
So we are from Lusaka to Pulungu is a 16-hour drive.
16-hour drive.
16-hour drive. So as soon as we landed, we started a 16-hour drive.
Wow.
But Alhamdulillah, they said let's take a break. We stayed a night, which is good. We stayed a night, but still we had a couple of hours left.
Yeah.
But then near the last few days on the way back to Lusaka to the airport, we went 16-hour drive non-stop, no stop, nothing, just straight on.
SubhanAllah.
And our driver from Zambia, I forgot his name, man. What do we call him?
We call him many different names. We call him Mr. T, we call him Charlie.
Yeah, we call him
what was his name? What was I calling him? We call him, I don't know. We call him...
We didn't call him Mr. T, that was his nickname. We called him Mr. T. And non-stop, he wasn't tired or nothing. He was like... He's from a soldier, the guy didn't stop all literally trying to want to rest or anything. No, I'm going to drive.
We reward him, man. That's you don't get many people that actually do that drive for 16 hours.
And in return, we make sure we made him smile throughout the whole journey.
We did make him.
we made him laugh.
Jokes and everything, Alhamdulillah.
I've got family here that won't drive for 4 hours. From Glasgow to Leicester, they're like, nah, it's too long. But 16 hours.
Alhamdulillah. And the thing is, the roads are not like here in the UK. It's all... It's not on a road, it's off-road, you're literally like some mountains, like not mountains,
it's like
no rock.
And all that
exactly.
Big holes in the middle of the road. And
I think even you can't even cycle on those roads, you cycle, your wheels gonna pop.
Wow.
And I think that happened to our cars a few times when Yakubai started driving. I think he started popping our tyres.
We were actually having a joke back here in the office. We were guessing how many tyres will he pop today. Because we were in communication, we were hearing about these tyres being popped.
I think about altogether in Zambia, I think in the whole 10 days we went, I think he popped at least about 5 times.
Yeah,
roughly around that time.
5 times.
Talking about the journey, I think it takes much less time, but because there's certain parts of the journey where the roads are very, very bad, especially when you go towards the village sides, the roads are very bad. So that's why you just have to like literally drive like 2 miles per hour, literally.
Wow.
That's why, and it's not even for like half a mile.
It's just 2 miles down the road, but it takes you 60 miles.
The journey is quite long.
The deployment itself was crazy. And the thing is, alhamdulillah, because it was just a group of youth, so it made it fun. We all got the same similar thing, a mentality. We just had the fun, the laughs. I think it was first time for everyone that was there for a deployment, as we're talking about youth.
Okay.
And
how many of you guys?
So it was rough. I think 12 of us all together. As the 3 of them were a bit older, and the rest were 25 and below.
Okay.
Till the age of 19, 25 and 19.
Wow.
Between the ages.
So, mashallah, you said that it was a good laugh and you had a good time, but there was a very serious side to it as well?
Yeah, there was aside of all the laughter and the jokes, but there was a few parts of the trip where it was did get emotional.
It did.
Wow.
And it was upsetting because like, we've grown in the UK where we've got literally everything we want. We get it, food, clothes, shelter, anything.
Yeah.
And when we got to see that ourselves, it's seeing the orphans at the orphanages. It makes you realize like you're lucky.
Yeah.
And like.
So it's a bit of an eye opener.
Yeah, and it was, and you when you think about it, like, alhamdulillah, Allah has given us loads of things that we wanted, and alhamdulillah, and we've never actually took time and thank Allah for what we've got, and like what He's given us, until you see it there yourself and you realize that, wow, we've got literally everything compared to anyone else in Zambia.
And how did it feel helping those who are in need? Like you're talking about that we take it for granted what we have.
Yeah.
But over there, they didn't have those basic things that you're talking about. So, like, for example, the most basic thing like electricity, having lighting in the houses. Kids are studying in the dark. If they have books to start with to read.
Exactly.
How did it feel providing these things to them?
Alhamdulillah, it was. You just felt like, alhamdulillah, I don't know, I can't even describe the feeling. Aadam, it was, Aadam, can you?
Yeah, it was giving all those necessities and all the materials that people are fundraising for. It just put a smile on orphans' faces. We had 2 different fun days, so one for the girls' orphans, one for the boys' orphans, which are based in 2 different villages altogether, and different areas as well. Yeah, we had to travel. We had to travel.
It was actually a
boat ride over the water, over the hills.
How long was the boat ride?
So that was this for 4 hours.
4 hours.
Wow! And this was what? Was there some poor guy rowing in the boat?
No, it was speedboats.
4 hours by speedboat.
Speedboat, and I'm not gonna lie. They were like, Allah, I think we're gonna die, because I think at one point it was like. The waves were strong. The tide was just so strong. Like, and one mistake that our driver would do, the boat would just flow over. And anyone that's strong, like few of us were strong swimmers. And we thought if we go, no way we're gonna get away from it. Like, cause. But alhamdulillah, Allah saved us. But I think that time was like,
you made it there. Across that lake and back in one piece.
Yeah, but at one point that bit was scary.
Talking about swimming, I can't swim, so I just started playing the kalima just in case I ended up in the water.
Hope you're wearing life jackets or
we had life jackets. We had life jackets.
Subhanallah, absolutely amazing. Something you'd like to do again soon, inshallah?
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. It was a great experience, especially with our group as well. I think one of the guys who goes on diplomas a lot, Mullah Samir, and he said it's like one of the best diplomas he has. I don't know why, it's maybe because of Zambia or it's because it's with a group of youngsters. But alhamdulillah, I think Zambia, because there was a lot of stuff that we can do, and because we got a lot of projects in Zambia itself that we can do, give out.
I remember speaking to Molana about the projects there, and you're saying it's just to see it, it was absolutely amazing. And just for anybody watching in today, it was a whole entire village that we built there, with the orphanage, with the homes, with the medical center, with the water wells, with the schooling, everything in this village. And to see that, actually physically see that. I mean, we sit here in the UK and we put so much effort into it. Everybody, from the people who support and donate, from the people behind the scenes, from Aadam doing his campaigning, and to actually physically to go and be in the middle of it all, I can imagine it would have been absolutely overwhelming.
I think what was one part that was quite emotional is Hope Village. which is to get there, to take the boat ride.
Okay.
And I think it was emotional for like all of us, especially like behind the scenes, the projects team, my social media. It was because you see all these photos and videos coming to you, posting it. You don't really think much of it until you see yourself. And while driving towards the whole village, we see the orphanages, we see the masjid, we see the Hafiz Hafiz homes. And then when you get closer, you see it all, and you're like, it's. You guess I think at one point I almost cried, especially because I thought it's amazing. Like we built this, and Alhamdulillah, seeing all the orphans. We had the chance to play with them on our fun days, and it was just a great experience. And I recommend to anyone that go on deployment.
MashaAllah. So Zambia, you went there. And mashallah, One Nation is working all over the world.
Yeah,
right? If there's any other country you'd want to visit out of the 40 countries that One Nation is working in, I'll put this question to Adam, what country would it be? Other than now you've been to Zambia, if you could choose any country in the world.
On the funny thing, we actually asked Adam that question yesterday.
Yes. Okay.
Asked him that question yesterday. Adam, I want you to answer it first.
I specifically said Malawi because obviously with the Kachak projects I've been fundraising for that, so it would be good for me to go and see that and obviously give the feedback down here to people who have donated. If I'm not biased, if I'm not sat on the fence, it'll be a good question. South America, somewhere in South America. So we work in Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, simply because they're not a Muslim democratic country, and to see the work that One Nation does to help not just the Muslims, even the non-Muslims, it would be just great to see what work they do there as well.
So it's not because of the good weather and the beaches.
No. Let's keep it halal.
It's always halal. Mashallah, talking about that, there's been so many projects that have been happening there that mashallah there's so much dawah being given at the same time, because the people they are asking, who are you, where have you come from, we've not seen you before, and then they start, oh, you're from Britain, okay, but we don't see like mashallah, some like Adam's going across with a beautiful beard and who looks Indian or Pakistani, and that's what they're guessing we're going to say, are you from India or Pakistan? And our origins, our heritage is from from India or Pakistan, and then they start asking, oh, what religion are you? Getting conversations, and mashallah, just the simple thing of them asking, and we're able to answer those questions. Our team there, and mashallah, it's a beautiful opportunity to share all the things that are beautiful, mashallah, about Islam. Alhamdulillah, the whole thing talking about the Quran and about Sunnah and Namaz, and they ask questions because they have a vague idea. They're like, we've seen one or two Muslim people in the community and they do this and they do that. Why do they do that? And it's a perfect opportunity to give dawah. Alhamdulillah.
I think last year or something, or start of this year, I think it was Mexico or Brazil, one of them two countries, where donated Quran. And someone actually took the shot and said that and became a Muslim.
SubhanAllah, is wicked.
Distribution.
That's amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, and this is through everybody's love and support of humanity. And Alhamdulillah. But yeah, definitely, I would say I would want to go to Brazil because I grew up watching football. That would be the second reason for me to go. But yeah.
Let's make two of us. Let's both go. Let's both go. You can have a +1 to your calendar. I'll come with you.
My parents, my mother was a refugee, alright? And from Uganda, in Uganda in the 70s, they had a crazy dictator who kicked everybody left because of this guy. And she was given an option of, well, not her, she was only like 8 years old at the time, but she was given an option by her father was given an option that, do you want to go to Austria, Britain or Brazil? And I was thinking in my head, Mom, why did you not pick Brazil? I would have been Brazilian. I would have been like Ronaldinho or something. But mashallah, upcoming deployments, Zambia has happened, and mashallah, quite a few. Afghanistan happened. Brother Muazzam from High Wycombe went to Afghanistan, mashallah.
I think he's going again sometime this week as well.
He's going Pakistan. He's gone
to
Pakistan. Okay. He's actually flown out today.
Oh, mashallah.
For helping the families who were affected by the Pakistan floods.
I hope you had a safe journey there.
Inshallah, inshallah. He should be landing anytime this evening. Okay. And then we also, inshallah, next week myself and a couple of brothers from Leicester and London are going to Lebanon to aid our Syrian and Palestinian brothers and sisters.
Okay.
And inshallah, it's been quite interesting because I've had a chance to go back to Lebanon quite a few times.
Okay.
And to see the development of the work that we're doing. Like if you were to go back to Zambia now, and you'd see from the effort they put in last time how that's progressed.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to see. And mashallah, in the group that I'm going with, it's myself and 5 volunteers.
Oh, mashallah.
You know, alhamdulillah. And you guys, you is like maybe 2 or 3 people from One Nation.
Yeah.
Who actually, alhamdulillah, who are full time with One Nation. And then the rest were volunteers, One Nation volunteers, subhanallah. So, inshallah, did you ever think when you started volunteering, when you turned up for the first time, when you were like 12 years old or whatever it was, 5, 6, 7 years ago, and we handed you a bucket and said, right, okay, we're standing in the street with a bucket collection. Did you ever think that would lead to actually going out to other countries?
No, it's kind of mad. Like, think about it. I think me and you joined similar time.
Yeah, I think our first day was the same.
Okay,
yes,
we both joined volunteering at the same
time. So, and I still remember that day. It was just that first day. I was with you as well outside KP. Outside the local supermarket, just standing with a bucket and raising money for our iftar 1000. And alhamdulillah, now it's like, it's been 7, 8 years now.
It must,
like that.
Yeah, it must have been.
And now it's like, alhamdulillah, I'm working for One Nation. I've been on deployments and inshallah many more.
Inshallah.
I got a question for you. You haven't answered the question.
What's that?
Which country would you like to visit from the countries I want?
So where would you want to go? You know where we work like all over the world.
Yeah. So I think the main ones that I want to go next year, that's my aim to go next year, is Lebanon and Malawi.
Okay, inshallah.
So inshallah, I want to take the youth deployment to Lebanon and Malawi, but at them 2 countries I want to go next year,
inshallah. We asked them what country you chose to, but mashallah, that's good. Continue to use and accept all our efforts, inshallah. So this has been a quick catch up today on the One Nation TV vlog. Jazakallah for Aadam from Side for Life and Aamir from upstairs. Aamir brother Sarfraz, and inshallah we'll try to do this weekly catch up.
Inshallah.
If you have any questions, any comments, anything at all, please leave a comment down below. And also, can I ask you to do 3 things? Always pick up your hand and make dua for those in need all around the world. Number 2, share this link. And number 3, donate and support with whatever you can. Till next time.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.